Okay. So I've been having some thoughts about my channel and about really like what am I what am I on here doing? Like what am I sharing? Like who is this for? Like what's the point? I've had a recent incident, especially on YouTube, with some people who were clearly not my people, um, just like coming into the comments disrespectfully. So it really had me evaluating, okay, like who am I on here for? What what type of lifestyle do they have? Where are they at in their life? What are they looking for? And really it's gonna mirror me because I'm the person creating it. And um this isn't like this isn't like some separate business from myself. Like this is very much a part of this is like this is sort of like a I'm an artist. Like this is a reflection of me. So it's gonna reflect me. So let me tell you like a few snippets about me. So um I quit my job right before the pandemic, 2020. I was working this job with this corporate company, been working there 6 years, suffering mental health going down the drain, starting to become more spiritual. I grew up Christian, but it was really unhealthy, toxic. Grew up in a church family, end up becoming atheist for a long time, until what until getting close to 2020 and starting to become more spiritual again and discovering what that meant for me. And I was in a relationship I shouldn't have been in. I knew that, and I made a previous TikTok about this too. When you know you're not supposed to be in a relationship, but or it's not going to have longevity, but you just sort of have to do it anyway. um so I X'd out the job, X'd out the relationship, got rid of my apartment, decided I was going to road trip around the United States. I wanted to move and live somewhere else, wasn't sure where. That's what the trip was supposed to be for. A couple months max. Turned into 2 years. Turned into 2 years, in which point I started a jewelry business and a coaching business. And then I ended up settling here in Texas. And that was a couple of years ago, a little over a couple of years ago. And I've been in Texas ever since. And I'm very much in this place right now. I just discovered Krishna consciousness. That is what I'm all about. I'm going to Bhakti program every week, getting together with my girlfriend Valentina on here. She's a Vedic astrologer. And we practice bhajans and kirtan. We do Vedic women circles with our other mutual friend Annie once a month. I am still very much artistic and creative. I'm a writer. My contribution to the women's circle that we put together is the business side of it because I'm great with business, but then also writing workshops. They're so fun. Um, and I'm at this place where I did a lot of dating. I feel like I understand more of what I actually want, especially now within the context of learning about Vedic culture and traditional female values. And my whole perspective on that is totally different than what it once was. And so now I know what I want out of a relationship. That's what I am waiting for essentially. I'm in no particular rush though because I have tons of things in my life to improve. Um, I basically the last industry I was working in before I dismantled my life before the pandemic was in insurance. I wasn't passionate about insurance anymore, and so then once I settled here in Texas, my focus was how do I build up my career? How do I build up my income again, but now doing it in a way that's like aligned and that supports my values of like health and spirituality and truth and integrity. And it's been challenging because there's so much of the opposite of that in the workforce. and I'm just not willing to put myself in situations where I have to be dishonest or I'm encouraged to lie. I don't want to work with people that have poor values, that are dishonest, that there's so many. It's just unfortunate. Like even some of the like businesses that say that they're there to serve people, that they're there, that they're spiritual, XYZ, they still have these undercurrents um of greed, and the people running some of these organizations are just downright selfish, and are content to see, to let other people suffer. So anyway, my focus right now is to build up my career, build up my offerings so that I'm able to support myself in a way that I can go to sleep at night and feel good about that. And I wake up in the morning and I'm excited about that. And so far it's been going good. And so I'm just going to keep going on this journey. And my goal is also to eventually get married and have kids. And I know that when that happens, my work will shift. I am doing this because, well, I'm single right now. I have to be able to provide for myself. But when I get married, I don't want to have to work. But that doesn't necessarily mean that all of these skills that I've developed and all these streams of income I developed would necessarily go away. My intention is to eventually shift that so that I'm able to hire people that are able to manage and run that business. And I'm an owner, but I'm not in there managing it on a day-to-day basis. Um, so that's sort of what I'm about. And so if I talk about like job interview stuff, that's because I've done a lot of job interviews. I'm still doing interviews. Although I do a lot of work for myself, I also work with clients, I work with companies. And so these things are just essential. If I talk about sales, is because I have a background in sales. If I talk about femininity, if I talk about Vedic culture, if I talk about dating, it's because that's on my mind right now. I'm going through that. I'm going on dates. I'm reading the Bhagavad Gita. I am, focusing on my femininity, especially now as I go into my 30s. So, I will share a wide variety of topics, and it might seem like, okay, how is this all related to each other? But it's because I am a multifaceted person, as are all of us. And I really do feel like if you are trying to get your career and your finances established, if you are trying to look for easy ways, honest ways to bring in money, if you are trying to get a job, I'm here for you. If you are looking for any sort of relationship or dating advice, I'm here for you. Like, no, I'm not married, but that doesn't mean that my whole life experience of being in relationships and dating is useless. No, I got you. You can take my advice or you can keep it moving. And then to also just generally share my experiences as well. So I really look forward to getting to know you guys. I love giving unsolicited advice. I'm getting better at that, but I don't know. I don't think my friends mind. And I like to think that, on some obscure level through the screen, that we could be some sort of friend to each other. So I look forward to seeing you in the comments. I look forward to seeing your video responses, your stitches, your duets with me. I look forward for us to grow together and be on a journey together. And I hope that you are in some way improved or benefited or inspired by what I have to share. So I'm going to leave it at that. And thank you for being here.